The man who was allegedly bribing the Cameron County tax-assessor collector took the stand today. He was offered immunity by state prosecutors in exchange for his testimony in the trial of Tony Izaguirre Jr. Channel 5's Daisy Martinez is live in Corpus Christi with more.
It was a slower pace at the stand today. Mel Sosa, the only witness to take the stand today, only speaks Spanish. He had to have a translator translate every question to and from Spanish. The prosecution worked to establish a case of a man who constantly kept giving Tony Izaguirre bribes by putting cash in envelopes, then leaving it on his desk. Meanwhile, the defense countered that by questioning Sosa's credibility, also saying Sosa has plenty to benefit from testifying in this case. Mel Sosa went on the stand and first told jurors this morning that this ordeal began with a visit to Tony Izaguirre's office after he had lost his car dealer's license, also a couple of car titles. He told jurors there was never an agreement between he and Izaguirre, but he still left him $100 per transaction in an envelope on his desk. He also told the jury that after he was arrested, he agreed to go undercover and record his alleged transactions with Izaguirre. He testified he never kept any of the money that was given to him during this operation, as the defense tried to argue last week. He also told jurors not all his car title transfers were approved by Izaguirre's office.
They have an official document that shows that the insurance is valid for that car, correct?
Defense attorney Eddie Lucio argued that Sosa has a lot to benefit, bringing up a 2-year stint that he had in federal prison back in the 1990s. Sosa got to testify that he did not want to go back to prison ever. Lucio also questioned Sosa over and over about how many times he had met with the prosecution to go over his testimony, catching him in contradictions several times. In relation to this case, Sosa testified that the state did offer him immunity for his truthful testimony. If not, he could be facing 9 felony charges and that possible prison time once again. Lucio argues that's the reason why Sosa is testifying against Izaguirre and says he's going to do whatever it takes to keep him out of jail. Now, questions about tickets for Izaguirre's typical campaign barbecues, which are held pretty often, keep coming up. Lucio says any money that Sosa ever gave Izaguirre was only for barbecue tickets. Now, the last thing that Sosa did tell the jury was that Izaguirre never took any money and that nothing was ever said about that money going for these car titles. Now, the prosecution will once again get to question Sosa. Also, before wrapping things up, they asked the judge if they could also bring into question the bank statements for Tony Izaguirre over the last 5 years. They say in 2015, they'll prove that he took about $90,000 worth of bribes. Although the defense did oppose to this, the judge is letting this into the trial. Of course, we're going to keep you posted with any new developments. Live from Corpus Christi, Daisy Martinez, Channel 5 News at 6.